Hi, and welcome to Catherine Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today is the day of all days. That is right, it is a new Comic Book Wednesday, which of course can only mean one thing. I have my polls for you guys. I know it's been so super long since I've actually had a What's in My Poll Box video actually on a new Comic Book Wednesday, but sorry to disappoint, but this is not actually this week's comics. It's actually last week's comics because, you know, I get my books from Midtown and they in my post office, in my mind, in my own headcanon, I totally believe that there is some sort of epic war going on between my local post office and Midtown Comics because they always seem to get my books at the post office and then they just stay there for like ever. So, you know, it's a no-win thing here. Lose-lose. Either way. I did get my books, so you know, pretty healthy stack here. So let's dive right on into it, shall we? First off is you know, starting off with DC the way we always do is Catwoman issue 11. So this is the Artgerm variant for it. And I gotta tell you, this looks much darker in person than what it did online when I first looked at it. Still a really, really gorgeous cover, but I just wish that it was a little lighter, maybe? It's very dark. However, you know, Artgerm, still really gorgeous. Joelle Jones story, still definitely worth picking up and checking out if you aren't already. So next is Detective Comics issue 1003, and I believe this is a Mark Brooks variant for it. I can't see his signature or whatever on here anywhere. However, you give me a solid Bat Family cover and a solid Bat Family story, I'm gonna get into it, because hello, Red Hood. Hello. Let's just get this out in the open. Red Hood, Huntress, yes, make it happen. Anywho, I do love my Bat Family. Just, I love those two characters a lot more. Alright, so next is The Flash, issue 70. So this is the B cover as well. Sorry, I know I get all the B covers for DC Comics, but they're just so freaking pretty. They really are. I mean, snap these up while you can before they up the charge on them. I'm still going to buy them, most likely. But, you know, they are going to start raising those prices on a lot of them. However, they are going to change the card stock. So you're probably going to get a better grade on him. Sorry if you can hear Midnighter. He really wants in the room for some reason. He doesn't want to hang out with me. He just wants in the room to, like, stare at me awkwardly, I guess. So next is Justice League Odyssey issue 9. So this is a Perillo variant cover for it. And I gotta tell you, if you were a Starfire fan, if you were a Teen Titans fan, definitely a book you might want to check out. It's my girl Star, which as you can see behind me, my girl is on a Justice League team, and I do love the fact that the creative team behind this definitely holds more to her Titans roots, because both she and Cyborg are on this team together, and she refers to him as being her old friend. So yay, he was a Titan in this canon. I'm just saying, New 52, for as much as I did appreciate what we got from it, you did mess up a few things here or there, like throwing out all that glorious history from DC. But, you know, Rebirth. Working on it. So, next is Red Hood Outlaw, issue 34. Here is the variant cover for it. I gotta tell you, the best part of this is the slots that have Red Hood on them. Really gross penguin cover, because, you know, penguins are just kind of gross to begin with, you know. Yeah. But I gotta tell you, as much as I am enjoying this read, I am so looking forward to when his Outlaws come back. you know, Artemis and Bizarro. Still super bummed that we won't get to see a continuation of the Corey, Roy, you know, craziness with Jason. But Roy's dead and Corey's in space being a leaguer. So, you know, we got it out of the New 52, so I guess we're good right now. Next is Shazam, issue 5. Shout out to the great legend, because this is one of his favorite books coming out of DC right now. It is a pretty solid book, especially if you are a Shazam family fan like I am. You know, also if you really enjoyed the movie but you don't know where to, you know, jump on in, definitely maybe check out this new run, because, you know, pretty solid throughout. Yeah, this is the B cover for it. Really gorgeous variants there. So next is Supergirl issue 30, and this is the Amanda Conner variant for it. So we know I love Amanda Conner, and we know I love me some Krypto. But, you know, I'm kind of back and forth whether or not I like or I have issues with this current run of Supergirl. It has been pretty fun. There's been some crazy things like, you know, kryptonite werewolves running around, but we're gonna let that pass, okay? We're gonna let that slide, because Amanda Conner and Krypto, yes. Another really great B cover from DC. So next, I know you're really sick and tired of hearing about these B covers from DC, but Batman and the Outsiders issue 1. Really gorgeous cover. Really excited to actually read this. Haven't had a chance yet, but had to get that. And I was so excited about this, I actually picked up the blank sketch cover for it. So Baltimore Comic Con is coming up in like forever, several months from now. But Comic Core is actually going to have a booth there. And I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be some pretty great artists there, so I might get something kind of awesome on this. We shall see. Next, moving on, I have The Batman Who Laughs, issue 5. Not gonna lie, I think I stopped reading this at the second one because I set the third issue down in a short box somewhere, and I haven't had a chance to find it yet. But I do have all the issues of this. I do have every intention of sitting down and reading 1 through however long this is, to just read it all in one sitting. I thoroughly enjoyed The Batman Who Laughs in the DC Knights Metal storyline. And I gotta tell you, he was the best thing that came out of that story. And a truly just horrifyingly scary Batman. So definitely something that I'd look out for if I were you. If you haven't been reading that, maybe pick it up and trade. So next is Wonder Woman issue 70. Shout out to DC fans, because, you know, shameless plug, why not? But this is the Ginny Frizzing cover for it. Another really awesome read. Next is Unnatural issue 9. So I'm going to be a little strategic with how I show off the next cover, but that is a variant for Unnatural issue 9. YouTube gets a little mad at me if I show cartoon boobs, so, you know, yeah. Comic book nudity apparently is not acceptable, so we're going to cover that up and try to keep this appropriate. So next is Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica issue 1. I actually picked up the Dan Parent variant for this, as well as the Midtown exclusive Virgin Sophia, I don't know. It's the Virgin variant for it, and this is from Mike Choi. So I did actually already do a review of this, but I actually sat down and I got really upset with myself because my review of this kind of turned into a rant about a recent review that I did that had nothing to do with this book. I will be redoing my review for this book But I should probably tell you why it ended up into a rant. So I just recently had a review of mine that was attacked and was actually taken down by a creator. I guess he didn't like my review of it, but you know, fair use. So I am currently fighting that claim against my video. It would have probably been one thing if he just copyright claimed it or, you know, whatever, but the fact that it was a takedown against my channel really upset me, and we kind of talked about it on the most recent Comic Core. I really don't want to promote this creator or his god-awful book any more than I already have. Just saying, be careful. Fair use is a thing. My video was well within fair use, but I'm kind of going through, you know, YouTube's new counterclaim thing. It's kind of scary when, you know, you've had your channel for almost 3 years and you've never had a copyright strike against you, and then one of your videos all of a sudden just gets taken down because, you know, someone didn't like your review. But, you know, rant over. I'm sorry for anyone who is still watching this, but my review of this is going to probably be going up tomorrow instead of today. Because of that, I just really wanted to be fair to this book in its own right. It does not deserve the rant that it received in the middle of my review, so please do look out for that. I am currently doing a brand new, well, not brand new, but I'm calling it a brand new series here on Cat Run Figures, which is Storytime with Cat, where I'm going through and reading a number of different children's books. Currently, I am going through the illustrated version of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, so I'm doing it chapter by chapter. So please do check those out. Also, please do, if you are so inclined, check out my second channel here on YouTube, Cinema Figures, where I do movie reviews, series reviews, things of the like to that effect. Also, if you are so inclined, please do check me out live every week, Thursday and Friday night on the Comic Core, where we have Outside the Issues on Thursday. Currently we are going through Game of Thrones recaps every week with a collection of different members, John's Comics with Kids, Chad, myself, Drew Manchu, and basically whoever really wants to be a part of it. It's been a fun ride throughout. And then, you know, the A Show on Friday night. This Friday night we are actually going to have a special guest. The star of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, the original Scream Queen. So I really do enjoy Part 2. I know a lot of people are kind of on the fence with it, or they think one thing or another thing. I thoroughly enjoy it. I think it is so much fun, and I'm really excited about this guest. So please do, you know, check us out and give him a lot of love when he does come on live to the Comic Core Friday, because he will be promoting a new project of his, you know, project of love. Please do support the creators that you love. So that is it for this episode of Cat Run Figures. Please do give me a like if you like this video. Comment below and tell me whether or not you picked up anything neat at your shop, or whether or not you would like any reviews of any of these books. I believe that I'm going to be cranking out reviews for both the Red Sonja, Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica, as well as the Batman the Outsiders for this week. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe I can do something else. I do have a lot of things coming up, so I'm really, really excited about that. I'm actually not allowed to announce everything, but, you know, please do follow me here on YouTube or on my Instagram page in order to, figure out what's going on. Also, if you are so inclined and you want to, you want to see more readings from me, please do suggest some down in the comment section below. You never know, I might just do a reading just for you. And until next time, guys,